Hi, this is Sean O'Toole with Foreclosure Radar's California Foreclosure Report for April 2010. Foreclosure filings were down across the board in April. Notices of default down 16%, notices of trustee sale down 10%. Year over year, notices of default were down 41%. So we're definitely seeing a decline that's after 3 months of successive increases, January to February, February to March. Now we finally see a little decline. Now looking at foreclosure outcomes, the number of properties that the banks took back last month down 5.5% to 14,517. That's still up 20% from last year when lenders were rolling off of foreclosure moratoriums. Now sales to third parties continue to go up, hit 4,275 last month, a new record, and that's up 6% from March and 158% from a year ago, April. Now cancellations are also way up this month, up 11.3%, and they continue to go on a tear up 174% from a year ago. Primary reason for this seems to be an increase in short sales and loan modifications, but it's not the only explanation. We're also seeing more cancellations due to filing errors and more cancellations as the time to foreclose lengthens and they hit the statutory required time frame of a sale within 1 year. If they go longer than that, they have to cancel the sale and refile a notice of trustee sale. The number of notice of trustee sales last month that were refiled was 14.6%. Pre-foreclosure inventories and the number of properties scheduled for sale only declined slightly despite the big drops in notice of foreclosure filings. And the primary reason for this is that the time frame to foreclose is getting longer and longer. So even though we have fewer filings, we have more people stuck in the process. Pre-foreclosure inventory is down 3% to 152,000 people at that stage of foreclosure, and those folks scheduled for sale down 2.7% to 137,000. Now, looking at the bank's inventories after the foreclosure sale, we saw again bank sales down this month, but bank-owned inventories actually went up slightly as they didn't resell quite as many as they foreclosed on. Now looking at the discounts down at the foreclosure auctions, things are looking a little bit better for third-party investors. In February, we saw an average discount of 15.2% from current market value. In March, it increased to 15.6%, and finally in April, up to 16.3%. Small increases, but obviously helping down on the courthouse steps as we saw a record number of properties go to third-party investors. Foreclosure timeframes were up across the board again this month. The time to foreclose, which is the time from the notice of default being filed till the time the property is actually sold at auction, up 6.2% to 239 days. Then once those properties are taken back, it's taking the banks an average of 232 days to resell them. That's up 6.47%. And third parties, it's taking them 153 days. That's up 5.8%. Those increases in time likely indicate that the market's just a little bit soft out there when it comes to reselling these REO and investor-owned properties. This is Sean O'Toole with ForeclosureRadar.com. Thanks again for joining us on another California Foreclosure Report.